a timely topic. It's a topic that a lot of us, we women, we struggle with during this period in our life. Um, it's the five trini healthy foods ruining your menopause weight loss. So I would like to add to that, I would say trin begonian foods that are that are ruining our weight. Mhm. So welcome again to the Healthy Reset. I am Nurse Maria, Nurse Joseph. And if you're watching this, chances are you are a phenomenal woman who is navigating menopause, and at times you are frustrated. You're trying to eat healthy and you're doing all the right things, but that stubborn weight just won't budge. That weight, particularly around the belly area. Sounds familiar? Even sometime this week, I was speaking to one of my colleagues, and is, she was telling me actually that, she has never been the weight she is at now. She's eating and drinking the same way as she was when she was younger, and that weight keeps coming on. And she was showing me her tummy, and the way she did had her belly and squeezing the belly, she had me laughing. And we were discussing, it is different now in terms of your eating and lifestyle. So this topic is quite timely. So I know exactly how we feel as we are going through this aspect. Because when I hit menopause, the weight, it didn't come on one time, it crept on until eventually I realized that basically the weight was really and truly concentrating around the mid area. Because I was saying that, I was eating well. I loved a little bit of the morning sweetened oats. I thought that the fruit juice really was super healthy. And I even enjoyed a good bacon cheese, right? But really and truly, these healthy choices were really messing up my hormones. They were slowing down my metabolism and draining my energy. And it wasn't until I uncovered the truth about certain foods, especially the ones that we love so much in Trinidad and Tobago, that things started to shift on my behalf. So today I am exposing just five of the worst so-called healthy common foods that we eat in the Trinidad and Tobago diet that are secretly ruining our weight loss and contributing to that extra fat around the midsection during menopause. Now, we are told that these foods are good and that they are creating, they are actually, but what actually they're doing, they are creating a hormonal imbalance that makes losing weight almost impossible. So I'll tell you what to avoid, why it's harmful, and give you delicious Trinbagonian friendly swaps that can make you can make instead. So stick around because the number 5 food is the absolute worst, and almost every Trinbagonian woman has been tricked into thinking that it is harmless. So let's start with food number 1. Sweetened instant oats and processed cereal. So let's start with breakfast. It's a staple for many of us. Food number 1 is sweetened instant oats. Anybody familiar with that? And processed breakfast cereals. So many of us grew up on these thinking it's, oats are good, yes, they are, and healthy. But the quick oats, those flavored oat packets and colorful cereals are often packed with multiple types of sugars: cane sugar, corn sugar, maltodextrin. Now, these food companies hide the sugar under different names, but your body sees it all as a massive sugar hit. So why are these foods, as tasty as they are, so bad for us at this stage? Now, this triggers a blood sugar spike followed by a crash. Now, this blood sugar roller coaster fuels cravings all day. It leaves us hungry an hour after eating and tells your body to store fat, especially around the belly area. Now, a huge challenge during menopause, this can be very, 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 very disheartening. The processing strips away natural nutrients and any added vitamin, and it's just like a band-aid over a wound, and that's it. So what is the swap that we can make? Instead of that sugar bomb, opt for a truly nourishing start. For example, think about boiled provisions like dasheen, yam, or eddos with some baked fish, air-fried fish, or a couple of eggs and a slice of avocados. Or if you love oats, go for the unsweetened steel-cut oats, cooked slowly and topped with fresh local fruits like pawpaw, like mango, a few pieces of mango. And why are these better? Because the fiber is with the fruit. It's not like you take away the fiber. The fiber is here with the fruit. And you could also add some nuts and seeds. High protein fiber, what it does, it fills us up and it keeps us steady, and keeps us full for hours. So you might be thinking, well, I've been eating this my whole life. Don't worry, I did too. And if you keep watching,
Seems like we lost Maria for a bit. So, good evening, ladies. Well, you know I'm Dr. Z. I helped Maria produce this channel. So any questions so far about what's been shared? Anybody have any challenges? All right, let's raise it. Anybody have any challenges with menopause, weight gain, or the stubborn belly fat? Give me a thumbs up or come on and tell us what your challenge is.
My main challenge is weight gain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you tried?
What?
What have you tried anything?
Yeah, I've tried. I'm actually trying to eat differently. I have started doing some exercises. I've started going to the gym. But of course, it's not like before where going to the gym, you see the drastic drop in the weight. So that's a challenge. I know I have to work a lot harder to see results.
Well, excellent. Well, glad to know you're doing all that hard work. Congratulations. For everybody, we have an awesome offer at the end of this presentation today. We're gonna share with you guys. So Maria is back.
Sorry about that, ladies. It just cut. Sorry about that. So, we were dealing with was the fruit juices and the sweetened local drinks. Even though they might be innocent to quencher bottled natural fruit juices and many sweetened local drinks, we often grab these thinking it's fruit, and so it must be healthy or it's a traditional drink. But what I would tell you, everyone, is to check the labels on those juices. The sorrel, the Morbi, or even some homemade style punches are often loaded with added on sugars, and sometimes as much as that as present in a soft drink. So have you ever, I don't know if anybody has ever tried it, have you ever decided, look, I am deciding to stop drinking all this sweet stuff. And one day you say, let me try taking a drink of Coca-Cola. Or you want to drink some soft drink, or, and you want to drink something sweet, and sweet juice, or, and when you take a sip or so of that, you realize you get a shock with how sweet that drink actually is, because you've been off of it for a while, and then you decide, I'm feeling for something really sweet. And that is that kind of shocker that hits our bodies on a general basis. It's just that many times we get accustomed drinking the sweet drink that we don't know actually how sweet it is until we take a break from it and decide to to go back and drink that sweet stuff. So when you drink sugar, it hits your bloodstream even faster than solid food, because it is pure liquid sugar. It is devoid of any beneficial fiber, and you get from eating a whole fruit. So it leads to rapid blood sugar spikes, energy crashes, and contributes directly to fat storage. Now, for menopausal women, this constant sugar influx worsens insulin resistance and makes belly fat increasingly stubborn to lose. And we know how sugar can be very, very intoxicating, right? So what we can do here now is ditch the liquid sugar. Your best bet is pure, clean water, or what some women do, what I do, and some people who want to keep the sugar levels low, is to infuse it with local citrus, like lime, or like fresh lime, or fresh orange, fresh unsweetened coconut water straight from the nut. And I try taking the young coconut water. Or we can explore the world of unsweetened, what we call in the Caribbean area, bush tea, like the soursop leaf, which is very good, or moringa tea. You can call a number of different bush that I try to have on a regular basis as well. So if you want fruit, eat the whole fruit and get all the amazing fiber added on with the fruit. So how many of you grab the fruit juice thinking it's healthy, it's a healthy choice? How many of us did that, or did that recently? Let me know by your comments. You're about to discover why the simple swaps can unlock so much more energy. Food number 3, processed deli meats and canned meats. Food number 3, this one is a bit tough because it is very convenient. Processed deli meats like ham, salami, or even some canned meats. We use them in sandwiches because they are a quick addition to meals, and they are far from healthy. Why? Because they are packed with additives, excessive sodium, and chemicals that can have us very, very inflamed. So why is it bad during menopause? During menopause, remember, one of our biggest enemies, if not our worst enemy, is inflammation, which is in our system. It causes joint pain. It causes stubborn weight gain. It can even worsen hot flashes. Now, these processed meats are inflammatory powerhouses. They often contain hormone disrupting additives and are made from the lowest quality cuts of meats generally. And they are loaded with unhealthy fats that can impact our heart health. So that struggle is real because they are they are delicious because they are cured, but the impact on our health is very, very significant. So what can we swap instead of the canned foods and the deli meats? Focus on fresh, everything fresh and high quality protein sources. Think bake, think air fried. You know, some people can stew, but with much less sugar, if you like that. Fresh local fish, think fresh local, like kingfish, carrot, lean chicken breast or thigh, leaned beef, or those of us who use pork, those of us who are plant-based, protein, like chickpeas or lentils. Prepare them with fresh local herbs and spices. These provide clean protein without the inflammatory baggage. Now, if you are battling joint pain and you have constant hot flashes, this food might be the major culprit if you are still having these type of foods and meats. So stay with me because the next two are even more common and insidious. So let's look at food number 4. The healthy snack bars and processed crackers. So let's move on to snacking now. Food number 4 is what we might call healthy snack bars, cereal bars, and many processed crackers. We grab these on the go thinking we are making a better choice than a chocolate bar. But flip. If you flip the package over, ladies and gentlemen, the second ingredient, if not the first, is almost some form or type of sugar, and you're often loaded with inflammatory seed oils, artificial flavors, and thickeners. So why is it bad for menopause? Now, just like instant oats, these bars create blood sugar spikes and crashes, leading to more cravings. So the more you eat it, the more you want the sweet stuff. And it has added fat storage along with that. So one small bar can have as much sugar as a candy bar. And let's be honest, who only eats one of these bars? These are designed to be hyper palatable, very tasty, and leave you wanting more, thus sabotaging all the efforts that you are making to balance your hormones and to lose your weight. So, what is the next Trinbagonian swap we can use for this? Now, the best strategy is to reduce snacking altogether. Yes, reduce snacking altogether. It might sound harsh, but it is important to get your hormones under check. So reduce snacking altogether by eating 3 balanced meals. Meals that are rich in protein. So you're having every meal you have rich protein added to your meal. But if you need a quick bite, choose wisely. Think about a handful of local nuts like cashews, almonds, a boiled egg, a small piece of cheese, or some fresh vegetable sticks. You can also make your own homemade sugar-free balls with dates and nuts, which I do sometimes on a weekly basis. Real food, real whole foods are our best friend at this time. So do you feel like you're doing everything right, but still can't lose the weight? The next food is a daily habit for many, and it's one of the main sabotagers of the efforts without all the good efforts that you're making without realizing it. So let's look at food number 5, sweetened condensed milk. And artificial creamers. Sound familiar, ladies and gentlemen? And now for the absolute worst, the one almost everyone has been tricked by is sweetened condensed milk and artificial coffee creamers. Many of us add a dollop to our tea or coffee every single day, thinking it's just a little to make it taste better. But this is a daily practice, and it is as insidious, what I call an insidious bomb. Why is it bad for menopause? Sweetened condensed milk is just pure sugar and dairy, which hits your system with a massive glycemic load right at the start of the day. So artificial creamers are often packed with inflammatory seed oils, trans fat, and artificial sweeteners that disrupt your gut bacteria and can actually increase your cravings. So this daily habit keeps your blood sugar on a constant high. It fuels inflammation and makes weight loss nearly impossible, especially that stubborn belly fat. It's a silent sabotager that many women overlook. So what is the next swap, twin begonian swap, that you and I can make? So it's time generally to rethink your morning brew. Try coffee or black tea, or with a little splash of unsweetened almond milk. Check the ingredients for hidden sugars as well in the almond milk, or a small amount of fresh, full fat, yes, full fat, organic cow's milk, if you can tolerate dairy. Even better, explore delicious unsweetened bush tea, which is one of my favorite. Some people will call them herbal tea, but we in the Caribbean say bush tea. Breaking one habit can make a monumental difference in your energy, in your cravings, and in your weight loss journey during this time. So let's challenge ourselves this week. Try 1 week without your usual coffee or tea and additive, and see how different you feel. And then come back with 1 week, once you're faithful, and you try it for a week, and you're honest, and you do it for a week, and come back and tell me how you feel after trying it for just 1 week. So if you're a woman from Trinidad and Tobago, from the Caribbean, and even those around the world watching, peri or postmenopausal, who's ready to remove all the confusion, stop the guessing, and get a clear, proven roadmap to lasting weight loss and maintaining your weight with vibrant health, then you need to check out our menopause weight loss mastery program, which we rotate from time to time. Now, inside this program, you will get the exact formula designed for women like you and I, with delicious Trini-inspired meal plans, coaching targeted exercises, and a supportive community of women like us here who are getting amazing results. Women just like Jill, Diane, Claire, right here in Trinidad and Tobago, who have just lost up to 20 pounds in a few weeks. Now, imagine fitting into those clothes that you loved, that you just have hung up in the wardrobe, in in that, and you cannot, just saying, hoping one day I will fit into that again. You're feeling, and you will feel more energized and enjoying life without constant pain and hot flashes. That's what menopause weight loss mastery can do for you. And the best part is this isn't just about food, it's about reclaiming your energy, it's about your confidence and your waistline, getting back that waistline. Don't let menopause define you. So now, if you're serious and if you're ready to go even deeper to master every aspect of your menopause weight loss journey with advanced strategies and personalized support, I have something truly special for those of you who are interested. I'm thrilled to announce the launch of my premium program, which is the Menopause Weight Loss Mastery, starting in May 2026. And this is for women who want to accelerate her results and achieve the ultimate hormonal balance and sustainable weight loss. You don't just want to lose the weight, you want to keep that weight off. So we are offering incredible exclusive bonuses for those who sign up before the course actually starts. These bonuses are designed to give us a massive head start and are only available for a limited time. This is your chance to get ahead of the curve and secure your spot in a program that will revolutionize your menopause experience. And so don't miss out on these early bird perks. So whether you're starting your journey now with the free Lady Chance Change program, or you're ready to dive deep into menopause weight loss mastery, the links are both there on the description below. Choose the path that's right for you and take your first step today. So, link to sign up. So there you have it: sweetened, instant oats, sugary juices, processed meats, the healthy snack bars, and those sneaky coffee add-ins. These are the foods that are silently working against us during menopause. As we know it, as I always say, knowledge is power. And with these simple Trini-friendly shifts, you can start to control your progress, how you want, to your life, to progress from here in terms of your weight management, in terms of what affects the symptoms of menopause. You don't have to feel confused or defeated anymore. You can balance your hormones, boost your metabolism, and finally see that weight come off, and come off for good. That is what you want. You don't want to be on a yo-yo diet. So remember, your body is not broken. It just needs the right fuel and the right support. So let's make this your year for real change, right? So ladies, again, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions right now, we can try it out, because this area here in terms of weight loss, weight management is Dr. Khan's baby. It is a program that I have been in. And to be honest with you, because of some of the issues that I had health-wise, I actually came off the program and I started back. So when I was on it initially, I lost 43 pounds within a matter of 4 to 6 months. And I'm back on the program again, started back my exercises and my eating, and I am getting back on track. So it is, again, I always say I am a work in progress. So it is a good program because I have been on it and I was faithful and doing the right thing, and it did me well. So I am just back again on that journey. So we are just inviting you all as well to come and do the program to get all the benefits of good health during the menopausal transition and the postmenopausal transition. So any questions we have, Dr. Khan is here to fill you in. So the floor is open, ladies.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Well, I came on late. Nurse, I came on late, but I have a question for the doctor.
Go ahead.
In terms of all right, well, in terms of say with the diabetes, right? They encourage you not to eat too much carbs. But sometimes when you eat like green fig, like okay, the starchy vegetables like green fig, those cassava. You might eat a little bit of that and the sugar still elevating. So what is the best carbs in terms of weight loss to maintain rather than the rice? They say use brown rice. What else could be a better staple? Is it the peas, lentil peas? I want to find out that. The
Well,
carbs.
that is a fairly complex question. Good question, but very complex. And this is a question I hear a lot from diabetics all the time. I'm eating this stuff, but my sugar is still high. What do I do? Right? And why I say it's complex is because I can't just tell you, oh, just eat this and that will work. It's more than just the nutrition, right? It's the habits that surround your nutrition. It's those daily routines that may be contributing to the higher blood sugar. So you might say, oh yeah, but I'm eating this and eating this, but in actual fact, you're a little bit off course, a little bit, right? Now, so I can't give you a total straight answer to that because there's so many aspects of it. And as Nurse Maria mentioned, when she started the program, she realized that it was more than just the nutrition. It was more than that what I was eating on my plate. It was I exercising right? Did I have any unhealthy habits that were during my day that I didn't notice? So there's several things there I need to answer and I need to ask you first before I can even get to the grounding of that habit. And the same weight loss mastery course is all about that. It's all about joining in and basically we do a full evaluation of what your nutritional habits are, right? And then we then identify where there may be issues. And then from there, we do a systematic change where we implement simple changes over a period of time to achieve the blood sugar control that you want. And it's not as simple of eat this and don't eat this. It's more than that. I know it's not the answer you're looking for right now, but what can I say is portion control, decreasing the amount of carbs in your diet, decreasing the amount of calories, all of those things play a factor, right? So is it Sam?
Yes,
Yes.
thanks. Yeah, the answer was good. I understand more about the proportion and the exercising is the two combination that is more power packed. I'll get him to realize.
Yeah,
Right?
so I
And
mean, what I would suggest, Sam, is join us on the weight loss mastery course because we're going to go through we're going to remove the confusion first off. And I
okay.
can tell there is some confusion there, right?
Yes.
And we're going to remove that. We're going to get you onto what are the right things for diabetes, what are the right things for achieving a healthier weight as you get older, what are those sustainable things you can do, right?
Okay.
And that's the point of the course. It's not just, oh, come, let's do a diet plan and let me give you a diet sheet or only eat this and don't eat this. No, I want you to enjoy the food that you love while maintaining a healthy lifestyle and taking care of your blood sugar. And I've had really good results doing this program with diabetics where they've gone from taking lots of medication to reducing their medication to practically zero. In fact, I've had a
Okay.
couple of clients who are now medication free for the last 3 years, right? And they're
Mhm.
constantly sending me messages, hey doc, I'm still on track. I'm still doing the work. And it's not a lot of work. They're just enjoying life and realizing that they have complete control. So diabetes is a lifestyle illness, and what we're trying to do is teach you the lifestyle that you enjoy doing that still makes you to have that control.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And as I mentioned, everybody, in the chat, I put the link to the sign up link for the page. This is not just a sign up link just for the course, by the way. I just happen to have that link available and put it there. But we're starting a newsletter, a weekly newsletter that we're gonna do just like this, where we're gonna send out little tidbits you can do. So join the use the link and join us, and you'll start receiving a newsletter, and we'll be able to give you updates on what's happening in the community. So it's not just coming on board here. But if you miss a time, then you'll know what videos are coming up and stuff like that. I would say everyone just join it. Right now there's nothing on the page, so when you join, you're just gonna get a thank you. But from Friday, you're gonna start getting a weekly newsletter and other useful information. As we get closer to the course, as I said, there was bonuses involved. So for those who join, we're gonna start putting out the bonuses and and then we're gonna start offering more and more in the community. And we have launched the clinic, but we're in the process of moving. So in May, we will have another place, and we will tell you all about that as we get closer to opening. Any other questions? Very quiet group tonight. Maria, you're muted.
Sorry. Ladies, any other questions? Now is the time to ask Dr. Khan what you need to ask him, as he's here. So,
I have one more question.
Fire away.
boy,
Dr. Khan, why it seems as they get older, diabetes is harder to control? Is it because of the menopause changes?
Yes, and there's more. There's always more. But the estrogen and the decrease in estrogen and progesterone does cause a disruption in your control of diabetes, right? In addition, as you get older, your metabolism tends to slow down a little bit, meaning you don't burn as much energy. Plus, we tend, as we get older, to not exercise as much as we did when we were younger. We also tend to easily reach for everything we can see in front of us to eat and never take a positive a very good look at what we're eating and when we're eating and so on. So a lot of things come in, when you have family and you have children leaving the home and you have, all these things happening in your life, your job, all these things are happening and they're coming fast, and you tend not to notice your nutrition and your exercise and your lifestyle. And all those things contribute as you get older. But as a woman going through menopause, it does disrupt your metabolism, right? And that will including, there's other things like bone loss secondary to the loss of estrogen and progesterone. There's increase in fat mass and there's that dreaded belly fat that most women see, and they're like, oh my goodness, where did this come from? Like even today, I had a lady come in. She's like, look, in the last 6 months, I put on so much weight and I don't even know where it's coming from. And I asked her one question. I was like, are you having perimenopausal symptoms like hot flashes and, not sleeping well, brain fog or anything? She's like, some of those. I was like, well, there's a good likelihood that you're in perimenopause and that's what's causing the weight gain. And she was like, wow, I didn't even think about that. Right. So yes, it does affect your diabetes. But as you get older, a lot of things change also in your lifestyle that we tend not to pay attention to those things.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions before we leave, ladies? Okay.
So before we close off, I will implore you all again. Yes,
I have
Nicole.
a question. I have a question. What about menopause and hypertension? What?
Same thing. Same thing happens. It disrupts your hormonal levels. You have an increase in stress hormones sometimes, or the cortisol going up, and that can cause your blood pressure to spike. Also, your absorption from certain nutrients is not as good as your body is shifting from the higher hormonal levels to the lower hormonal levels. Those disruptions causes absorption problems, right? So yes, it can affect your hypertension. It and send your blood pressure up a little bit. A lot of doctors misunderstand that and think that they need to hit you with more medication. And really, you are perimenopausal, right? And don't realize that if they were to control the menopausal changes, and I say control it, like, using the phytoestrogens or phytoprogesterones in the interim as you transition, they actually bring down those pressures without adding more medication to your repertoire that you're already on. I mean, adding things like exercise 3 to 5 times a week can have a big difference. Again, nutrition, you'll be surprised at how much nutrition impacts your life. Like, I was on a group call the other day, and one of the guys was talking about he has a problem with depression that is family based, right? His mom had it and he has it, and he says, if I go on a strict vegetarian diet, I get immensely depressed. And he says, and people think I'm weird for this, but I've tested it. And he says he was out with his wife at an event for a whole weekend, and they only had mostly vegetarian meals. And she was like, no, that can't be true. And he's like, let's test it. And for 2 days, he ate nothing but vegetarian. And he says she saw the change in his whole demeanor, in his face, everything. Right. So, and he's like, look, I can't do this anymore. Go get me something with meat in it. And the minute he did, it felt totally different, and he actually started to recover. So your nutrition has such a massive impact on the way you feel. Your menopausal symptoms, in the way you feel in a daily life, brain, all those things can be by just the way you eat, by your nutrition. And I know Maria can attest to this because she's seen those changes by just shifting her nutrition.
Okay, thank you much.
That's true. And because these are lifestyle, we know that, if you have certain genetics and in your background, like my family, we have high blood pressure and as well in our background. So it doesn't mean that because it is in your family, you have to get it, because it is lifestyle. It's just a marker that says, all right, it's in my family, let me take certain precautions as to avoid becoming hypertensive or diabetic myself. And what a study that I was doing a study some time ago, and as we get older, our veins or get stiff, they get stiff, and it makes the blood pressure, that is what a contributor as well to higher blood pressure. And a simple thing like adding some magnesium to our repertoire is a big difference to getting the blood venules and the veins more flexible, right? Because that stiffening of the vein is a natural part of the aging process. Hence the reason why, as you get older, you would find that, these problems coming up, you're eating and drinking and doing all these things and realize my blood pressure doing all the right thing, because it's a part of the aging process. The veins become stiff. So just supplementing, you would be surprised, just supplementing would help with that flexibility of your veins and your blood vessels on a whole. Hence, the blood pressure will eventually start to come down. But it's just probably sometimes with some of us, it's a simple supplement nutrient our body is missing that may be causing the issue as well.
And again, ladies, a good reason to join a newsletter is because you're going to get updates on all those supplements also. Best ones you can use. We're going to give recommendations. We're going to show you the links of where you can buy them. We're going to put a lot of things into the newsletter coming up in the next few weeks. So definitely join the link, and you'll see updates coming in and sharing information with you.
So that's it, folks. Thanks for the questions. I hope we answered most of the questions, if not all, and that we gave a better understanding of what affects us generally during this phase. So until next week.
Miss Maria, one question before you go.
Sure.
I don't know if Dr. Khan will be able to answer this, but
Go ahead.
yeah, with the mastery course, is it online or you have to have in-house sessions at time?
We will do a hybrid where it'll be both online and live.
Okay.
Right? For everybody, for those who like to come in, but we're inviting you to come in live. As if being in a community, it makes it easier to support each other. But I'll try to make it both so that you have access to it.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome, my dear. All right, so I could say good night now to everyone, and any questions you all have, you could always send it. Dr. Khan has his contact. You can always contact him, contact me, send it to the chat that we have, and your questions will be answered. And also, or you could also wait for the next session as well.
Okay. Thank you so much. Good night.
You're welcome, folks. Thank you again, ladies. Have a blessed week. Until next week.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Have a
Good
blessed
night.
evening.
You
Good
too,
night,
ladies.
Maria. Good night, Maria.
Good night,
Thank you.
dear. Good night. Good night.
And forward before the attack. You have come out before the attack. After come out before the attack.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Thanks again.
Thank you.
You're welcome, ladies.
Good night.
Good night, ladies. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Nurse Maria, I would like to ask, please, what's your chat number? I don't have it. If I can get it, please.
What's the
WhatsApp chat number? The chat number that you said that information.
The Dr. Khan would have it on
the mastery. Okay, well I'll send the
Yes.
subscription to the mastery, so I'll look
Yes.
and see when you send it out.
Yes.
I'm posting it here in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Give me a sec.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Yes, thank you.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
But I would have said the teacher announced that.
Here you go.